Whoopi Goldberg is ruffling some feathers after accusing millennials and Gen Z of not having a strong work ethic or being good citizens. Now, Whoopi said, every generation is told you're going to do worse than your parents. You know that. You know what? People pick up and do what they do, and they raise themselves, and this is what they've got to do. It's called being a good citizen. Do you agree with Whoopi's remarks? Let's go to you first.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, if we believe in statistics, statistically, the millennials are, you know, the turnover rate for millennials, meaning they stand in their jobs, is 21%. That's costing our economy every year $30 billion. And that's a problem. But these millennials aren't taking it. They don't go through what we go through. They're not trying to, like, stick it out. They're not in, like, there's a trial period. They want to go from hire to CEO, and they don't do all the work in between. But if you're costing our economy $30 billion a year because of your turnover rate, then this is a conversation worth having.
All right.
Well, you know what? To your point, Al, the conversation that needs to be had is not about them being turned over, but why are they leaving? One thing that I do like about the millennials and I don't like about Whoopi's statement, I like the fact that millennials say, listen, we are not living in the Great Depression era anymore. We're not living in the 80s. We're not going to work our backs to the bone because we realize that life is more than just working. One of the other things that Whoopi said that you didn't mention was the fact that millennials only want to work 4 days a week. And she was saying, you know, you're not going to get a house if you work 4 days a week. Why not? Why not? I think the beautiful thing about what the millennials have done is that they have reimagined what work could look like. Hell, COVID has made us all reimagine what work could look like. We got this damn show because of unconventional, you know, ways of thinking when it comes to making television. So, Whoopi, I typically side with you, but I do think in this instant your views are a little bit antiquated, and these millennials are saying, hey, we not finna be our parents. We've seen our parents. Quick cautionary story. I watched my daddy work his whole damn life and defer his happiness. My father's whole thing was, I'll be happy when I retire. Guess what? He retired and died 3 or 4 years later.
But you know what? She's born in the 60s, right?
Yeah, I just want to jump in and say that she comes from a different time. And it's like we can kind of respect both perspectives, right? I will say this. What the millennials are doing is good for them. It is horrible for the rest of us because I've never seen a time in my life, in my 50 years, where we can't get good employees. People are short-staffed.
Oh, my gosh.
Everybody, the prices are gone up, and people want to blame Biden. It's a lot of other factors that go into this.
I agree with you on that.
Nobody wants to work, and after COVID, I don't know what the hell kind of stimulus checks y'all got. What camera is mine? How are y'all still stretching this $1,200? Because none of y'all want to work.
See, the worst part is we got to understand, Claudia, for me and you, this is our Social Security. So millennials, we need you to go to work.
And so y'all
need to feed the money into the Social
young
Security
people like me, we ain't gonna have no damn Social Security, so we don't give a damn about feeding into it. But no, the bigger question is, you know what? Capitalism, the millennials are flipping capitalism on its head because the cornerstone of this country is cheap and or free labor. And they're saying, no, bitch, you're going to pay me. You're going to pay me or I'm not going to work. And I don't blame them.
I definitely don't blame them. But I have a millennial working for me. You guys know that my nephew works for me, and I'm dealing with this firsthand. Their mindset is just completely different.
It is.
It's not even about the work. Like they have to have a reason to work. I work to get a check because I had bills to pay. These kids got to have a motivation. Like, what's the intention of my hard work?
I don't see a lot of people I don't see a lot of people taking pride in their work. It's just a means to an end to get some material things. It's not like I'm trying to build, and people aren't getting married anymore and building families. Kids are down.
Because it's too hard.
So I think people are not like, they're not suffering like they used to before. Like, I have to do this so I can have the family, the white picket fence, and the kids. They're like, I don't need this, so I'm out.
I think people have woke up and realized that shit just ain't where it's at. Like, it's just like Whoopi, no tea, no shade. There is nothing fabulous about your generation. There's nothing aspirational about it. Whoopi is great. There is nothing aspirational about anybody who grew up in the damn 60s. Who the hell wants to go to work for 40 damn years, drive a station wagon, come home miserable about their damn job to a family that they're supporting? There's nothing aspirational about that.
I have to disagree. That whole generation, they inspired me. That whole generation really turned around, going from segregation to being in an unsegregated situation. They navigated us through and how
I mean,
to handle
girl,
it.
I mean, you talking about the 60s and you're almost 60, so I mean...
Oh, the shade! But, first of all, I'm closer to 50 than 60, and you're closer to 50 than 40, so settle down.
Oh, wow. Well,
now, hold on now, because he's normally the fast guy. Everybody knows I turned a young, supple 40.
Okay,
on
so I'm
August
just saying,
20th.
you've lost that, you've left that baby, that you left that dock, so 40 is
you
behind
with us
you.
now.
Right,
you
come
with
on,
us.
come on over, come
First of
on
all, you know
over.
what's funny? He got more gray than both of us
Exactly,
put together, which
right.
is kind of funny.
Right.
But keep thinking you cute and young.
I know,
and
it's
sexy
supple.
and
And put some lotion on them knees.
Sorry, Funky.